Have you ever wondered why some people seem to navigate the social world with ease, while others find it incredibly difficult to make friends? It's a question many of us have asked, either about ourselves or someone we know. In a world that celebrates connection, feeling like you're on the outside looking in can be a painful experience. The truth is, struggling to form friendships isn't a personal failing. It's a complex issue with deep roots. In this video, we'll explore the reasons behind why some people have few or no friends, why it happens, and what you can do about it. At the heart of this issue is the challenge many people face when it comes to building and maintaining meaningful connections. It's often misunderstood as being about popularity or having hundreds of contacts, but the reality is it's about the absence of those one or two trusted individuals you can truly rely on, the kind of friends who offer support, share laughter, and make life feel a little less daunting. The absence of close friendships leads to profound feelings of isolation and insecurity. When we lack this core connection, it creates an emotional and psychological impact, a void that can affect our well-being in countless ways. So, what are the main reasons for having few or no friends? Let's break it down. 1. Social anxiety. One of the most common causes is social anxiety. This isn't just shyness. It's an intense, persistent fear of being watched and judged by others. This fear can make even the most basic social interactions feel like a high-stakes performance. For someone with social anxiety, the thought of initiating a conversation, joining a group, or even making eye contact can be paralyzing. The fear of rejection or humiliation is so powerful that it often creates a vicious cycle of avoidance. You avoid social situations to escape the anxiety, but that avoidance reinforces the loneliness, which in turn makes the anxiety even worse the next time an opportunity arises. This cycle is difficult to break without conscious effort, as the temporary relief from avoidance feels safer than the perceived risk of social engagement. 2. Past experiences and attachment styles. Another significant reason can be traced back to our childhood experiences. The way we learn to form relationships as adults is heavily influenced by our earliest bonds with family and peers. If a person grew up in a supportive environment where their feelings were validated and they felt secure, they likely developed a secure attachment style. They learned that people can be trusted and that they are worthy of love and connection. However, if childhood was marked by rejection, neglect, or inconsistent emotional support, they may have developed an insecure or avoidant attachment style. They might have internalized the belief, often subconsciously, that they are unworthy of friendship or that others will inevitably let them down. This can lead to building walls, pushing people away, or sabotaging relationships before they even have a chance to begin, as a protective measure against anticipated hurt. 3. A lack of social skills or practice. A lack of social skills or practice can also be a major barrier. Making and keeping friends is a skill, just like learning to play an instrument or speak a new language. It involves active listening, showing empathy, sharing vulnerability at appropriate times, and reading social cues. Some people were never taught these skills, or they haven't had enough opportunities to practice them. They might not know how to turn a casual acquaintance into a real friend. They might monopolize conversations, fail to ask questions about the other person, or miss signals that someone is trying to connect with them. This isn't a character flaw, it's simply a skill deficit. Without practice, these skills atrophy, making it harder to build the momentum needed to form new bonds. Cause 4. Major life changes and transitions. Finally, major life changes and transitions can leave people with few or no friends. Moving to a new city, starting a new job, ending a long-term relationship, or becoming a new parent can completely disrupt your social network. Suddenly, you're in a new environment without the built-in connections you once had. Building a social circle from scratch as an adult is notoriously difficult. We have less free time, more responsibilities, and fewer structured social settings like school or college where friendships often form naturally. This circumstantial loneliness can be just as painful as any other cause, because it can happen to anyone, regardless of how socially adept they were in a previous stage of life. The consequences of having few or no friends are far-reaching. It doesn't just affect your social life, but also impacts your personal well-being. Emotionally, it can take a devastating toll on a person's self-esteem. When we struggle to form connections, it's easy to internalize the problem and believe that something is fundamentally wrong with us. The longer this persists, the more it can lead to chronic anxiety, depression, and a pervasive sense of not being good enough. The emotional toll can lead to isolation, and the physical toll can result in health-related consequences. Studies have shown that chronic loneliness can be as damaging to one's health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, linked to a weakened immune system, high blood pressure, and an increased risk of heart disease. The good news is, there are ways to overcome the issue. Here's how you can start. Solution 1. Take small, manageable steps to build social confidence. A great starting point is to take small, manageable steps to overcome social anxiety. You don't have to become the life of the party overnight. Start small. Practice social interactions in low-pressure situations. For example, make a goal to ask the grocery store cashier a simple question or give a genuine compliment to a coworker. By gradually exposing yourself to these situations, you can slowly build your confidence and prove to your brain that socializing is not as dangerous as it feels. Solution 2. Seek therapy or counseling. For deeper issues, seeking therapy or counseling can be transformative. If you suspect that childhood experiences or deep-seated negative beliefs are holding you back, a therapist can provide a safe space to explore them. Therapists specializing in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can help you identify and challenge the negative thought patterns that fuel social anxiety. Therapy isn't a sign of weakness. It's a powerful act of self-care and a commitment to building a better future. Solution 3. Find your tribe through shared interests. Another effective strategy is to find your tribe by focusing on shared interests. Friendships often blossom from shared passions. Instead of putting pressure on yourself to make friends in generic social settings, join a group or class centered around something you genuinely enjoy, whether it's hiking, board games, volunteering, or learning a new skill. This shifts the focus from making friends to doing something fun, and connection becomes a natural byproduct. Let's look at the story of Alex. After moving to a new city for a remote job, Alex felt completely alone. Days would go by without speaking to anyone. Alex's social anxiety, which had always been manageable, became overwhelming. Remembering a lifelong love for animals, Alex took a deep breath and signed up to volunteer at a local animal shelter. It was terrifying at first, but the focus wasn't on making small talk. It was on caring for the animals. While working alongside another volunteer, they started talking about the animals. By taking steps like focusing on a shared interest, Alex was able to form a connection. That one small step led to a new friendship, which gave Alex the confidence to join other groups. This shows that with small, consistent steps, positive change is possible. Understanding the reasons behind having few friends is the first step to overcoming it. It might take time, but with effort and the right approach, you can build the fulfilling social life you desire. Start today by thinking of one interest you have and looking for one local group dedicated to it. You are not alone in this journey. Take that first step towards connection and begin creating the change you want.